Hey everybody, it is Jennifer and I am waking up in beautiful Cardiff, Wales today. This is my first time in Wales. I have forgotten half my stuff, half my makeup kit, everything. And if you have been following me for a while, you know that like to leave my makeup at home is just, oh my gosh, what a disaster. So we have eyeshadow on as blush. That's where we are. That's the level that we're at today. So ignore all that and just assume that I look like a normal person. We have a really fun day planned. We have a dining experience that I'm gonna do as a separate video just because it's gonna get so long if I don't. But we got doggies with us as well today, so we got lots of cool things to check out and go to explore. Without further ado, come with me as I take you on a little tour around Cardiff. My first time. Really excited. Let's go. We are headed towards Cardiff Castle. This is the weird thing about living in the UK. You take your dogs for a little stroll in the park and all of a sudden you're standing at the foot of a castle and you can literally just see history playing before your very eyes. And I can, like, look at that little tiny door. That was definitely used for entrance into something. But it's got like a moat around it. I mean, this is clearly not changed all that much since its inception. So let's head on around. Again, the moat. Gosh, this is so fantastic. Could have a Monty Python scene right on top of that wall. Can you believe it still has a moat? Crazy. Okay, we are entering the castle fortress. I'm sure this is not the original bridge. There are some original stonework though here, so they may have redone this at some point. That's a hell of an archway, oh my goodness. This is bonkers. Hey guys, come on, you want to go in the castle? There's the guarding pigeon. Oh my gosh, look how cool. Look at these mounds. This is crazy. I mean, look at the juxtaposition that's created here between, you have a castle on the background, or you have a castle in the foreground, and in the background are literally like modern buildings and skyscrapers. I mean, there's turrets, and then there's skyscrapers. That is crazy. Look at this.
The restoration.
This is so fantastic. We're gonna have a little walk around, but this was the north gate apparently. Come on, Gigi. Let's go have a walk through the castle. I always wonder moments like this, like, do my dogs register that this is really old, ancient ground? Because you might not think that dogs have any sort of sixth sense, and that's fine. I'm not arguing they do, but what they do have is a really keen sense of smell. And I just wonder if, like, the smell of ancient civilization can sometimes linger, because I guarantee that if you went inside of a Egyptian tomb, it would definitely have a smell. So I'm just curious, like, if they smell these stones and they can smell like hundreds of years of boots and horse hooves and etc. trampling over them. This is so incredible. This is so beautiful. Alex, I want to live there. Can we buy it? Look at this. That one spindle on top, the medieval looking one, is so amazing. And also, look at are these the saints in the clock tower? That's Jesus. That looks like the Virgin Mary from this distance. Ah, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. And here is the other entrance. So if the other one was North Gate, actually it says this is Black Tower. Yeah, that's exactly what I would expect this to be called. This is amazing. We're not going to be able to go in today because we just don't have the time, unfortunately, but there is apparently a William Burgess room in there called the Arab Room that is just so ornately decorated that I would love to see, but we just do not have the time today. But next time. This is called Mermaid what? Key. Mermaid Key, and you can tell, you can start to hear the seagulls, and you can start to smell the ocean, and you just really remember that you are on the bay. Ooh, look at this. This is different. Don't see that every day. Okay, so the other big draw to Cardiff, besides the castle, the city center, is Cardiff Bay, and it is so stunningly beautiful. Check this out. There is the shrine, is it Ianto Shrine, where you can put little messages and locks, etc. We're at the dock. Over here is the eye. You can see in the background the Ferris wheel. And then check out, there's just dining, eateries, cafes. It's just a really, really, really cool place. So this is a poem called Cargoes by John Masefield, and it says there are all around statues that you can find that are directly related to the poem. So that's super cool. This place is so awesome. Alright, time for a literary connection. This is the Norwegian church in Cardiff. I'm going to take you around the back as well. This is where Roald Dahl was christened, where he and his family members were christened. It is, I'm way zoomed in, sorry about that. It is really nice church and very old. I'll put the date on screen, but I believe it is one of the oldest in the areas, though don't hold me to that. I believe I saw that, but I did want to show you from the back as well, because really nice. Alright, for our literary connection, I am standing in front of Roald Dahl's childhood home. So this is someone's private home, so I'm going to give that privacy. But I'm just trying to take a picture of the plaque here. So this was the Villa Marie, and yeah, this is in Landaf. I think it's pronounced Clandaf. But yeah, there's Roald Dahl's childhood home. He is not buried here, but his family is buried in this area, I believe. So super cool. Okay, so this is also another Roald Dahl connection. So this used to be Miss Pratchett's sweet shop during his time as a cathedral school attendee when Roald Dahl was a child. So, and I know that because there's the blue plaque here, which commemorates place of historical relevance. Oh, okay, I have another video that lost audio, but the next thing is going to be our pop culture callouts, and these are going to be from Doctor Who. So Torchwood headquarters apparently was filmed here in Cardiff, and this water feature has been seen in the show. This was really beautiful, by the way. I was absolutely mesmerized by this. It's got this water in silver, like the water like rolls down the silver sheen, and I could have stood here and looked at this all day long. I'm going to show you the other side as well, but this was absolutely breathtaking, and it is just a gorgeous thing in the center of Roald Dahl Place and in the Cardiff Bay area. The other thing from Doctor Who is going to be the Millennium Center, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. Now, I'm not familiar with Doctor Who, so I don't know these filming locations, but this is a really gorgeous Millennium Center, and I want to show you the siding because I've never quite seen a stadium made out of this kind of material and have this kind of look. But it almost looks like an older siding. It's really interesting, and it's like a craftsman style center, if you will. But yeah, look, it's like stoneware. It's really gorgeous. So this was a cool place, and we actually chilled out here a bit and had some coffee just to kind of enjoy the day. So see that in my don't miss. All right, so our first stop is Fabulous Welsh Cakes for some traditional Welsh cakes. There's a lot going on in the background, so I just decided to edit that out. But I got some gluten-free ones, traditional and chocolate, and Alex got some traditional ones. So if you're not familiar with Welsh cakes, they're kind of like pancakes, kind of like scones, kind of like cakes, all mixed up into one. So I was really excited to try this. The traditional Welsh cake. They're about this big. They look like little pancakes. Super cute. Cheers. Alex said he felt like they were a cross between shortbread and a pancake. There's something very sort of dried fruity about it as well. Really good. Tastes like Christmas. You know what I mean? It's got like that dried fruit, Christmassy, cinnamony. It is like shortbread, but there's a bit more kind of like almost scone sort of taste to it. That is lovely. Really nice. Let's taste the chocolate one. Milk chocolate. I think there is actually some dried fruit in there. I think I just got a little raisin. Also, shout out to Fabulous Cakes, who also had some little doggy treats, cake doggy treats. I'm very excited to give those to the doggies later. So, milk chocolate, here we go. That's delicious. The chocolate chips are such a nice crunch. Delicious. I don't know how full these are going to keep me, but hopefully they will. But I'm really glad to try them. So these are traditional Welsh cakes, milk chocolate Welsh cakes. Amazing. For dinner, we headed to the Purple Papadom, which is a Michelin recognized restaurant, Indian restaurant, and this was so good. The papadoms were delicious. The chutneys were delicious. We had a beef curry and a chicken curry. I've never had a beef curry in an Indian restaurant. Both dishes were phenomenal. I had read in some comments online that some people felt like they didn't get a lot of spice with these, but I told the waiter that we were ready for the spice, so to send it our way. Also, the chicken connoisseur starter was absolutely delicious. This was an incredible meal. I would go back here 100 times. I'm going to dream about it. It was honestly that good. I just have to show you guys some of these houses. This is so beautiful. I think that Cardiff is like a big student area, so I think a lot of these are kind of broken up into flats. But this is like the most beautiful street, and these are just the most UK, British, Welsh, fantastic looking houses that I have ever seen on the street. So I just had to show you this neighborhood. A couple of points of interest. This is Principality Stadium. What plays there, Alex? Rugby, etc. And then I wanted to show this incredible waterway. This is absolutely beautiful. So we are headed in to the city center so that we can go and have a look at some of the big draws to Cardiff, besides this amazing architecture and the fact that it's Cardiff. So you can almost tell where we're headed by this architecture. But before we get there, which you can already kind of see on the horizon, we are going to grab a coffee here at Brody's Coffee, and we're going to head into, do you think it's pronounced Bute or Bute? We're not sure, but we're about to head into the park to take a little stroll. Looks like a great day for it. So here we are. This is a beautiful park. I lost some more audio here, so I've let Samsung know what's going on. I don't know if this is a bug or what, but if anybody knows how to fix this, it is quite annoying. But I wanted to show off all of these beautiful flowers and how green and lush this area is. It is getting ready to be springtime here, and this park is going to be such a great place to do some little walks. That legit looks like a stone circle. Is that a stone circle? Do you think it's like an ancient old stone circle? I'll look this up in editing and see what this is about, but it looks like a stone circle. So I did look into this, and this is called the Gorsedd Stone Circle, and it was put here in 1978 to celebrate Cardiff hosting the Welsh National Eisteddfod. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. My Welsh pronunciation, it's just not it, and try as I may, it is never going to be it. So sorry. I hope I didn't offend anyone with that. Some more beautiful sights in this park. You can tell that the flowers are in full bloom, but you can see the next stop starting to peek up behind it. Gosh, this is probably the most beautiful park I have been in the UK. Welcome to Cardiff. Gosh, this place is so beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. So we're getting ready to head into the Castle Arcade, which is a little shopping area that has some restaurants and cafes, etc. Ooh. So we're coming back here to the fabulous Welsh cakes. Here at 10 for some yummy breakfasts. Let's just go ahead and have a stroll. Look at these stones. Bookshop. Another bookshop. Book culture is still so huge in the UK. It's really awesome to see. This hasn't quite opened up yet, so it might have been actually the perfect time to come here, because I would imagine this gets quite busy. And there's not like a ton of walking space in here. So I'm kind of glad we look up to balcony. Why? Why though? Oh, I bet that is a wonderful place to eat there. I love this place. Oh, I love this place so much. Oh, I feel like I'm in France. Like, this is so amazing. Okay, we are headed up to the balcony. I love this place so, so much. I have no idea what's up here, so we'll see. Zoom out. Ooh. So quite a number of shops up here. This is so amazing. It feels like the indoor section of Disneyland Paris. Yeah, this is just awesome. This is just a really cool little shopping center, restaurant place, coffee shop. Highly recommend. Really excited to go get some Welsh cakes here in a second, but yeah, this was a cool shout. Definitely, if you were in Cardiff, would highly recommend spending some time to come by the Castle Arcade. Just to show another view. Awesome. This is called Dead Man's Alley, and this was brought about in the late 1800s because people wanted to be able to get to the market, but they didn't want to have to go all the way around the cemetery and the church. You will see little numbers on the ground. The numbers represent the tombstones that were displaced. What nobody actually knows is if the bodies were moved or if they were just paved over. Nobody really knows this, but from my research that I can find, part of the agreement also is that this has to be closed down every Good Friday every year, and that is still observed today. It was kind of weird walking through it and observing the numbers because, you know, people have now become a number instead of a name and information about them, which I think is a little bit sad. I wish they could have put some information on the actual stones about the tomb that was beneath it. That would have been pretty cool. But it's a weird experience. It's right in the center of town, and you can see the church on both sides where it cut through. So a little bit bizarre, kind of a weird off the beaten path thing. Now we're going to head back to Landaf just to take a look at some of the other sites there. This is the Landaf Cathedral, right outside of Cardiff. I don't know if I said that earlier, but it is beautiful. Also, is this a magnolia tree? That's stunning. What'd you say? Landaf. Landaf. I think that's the pronunciation. What a beautiful, beautiful church. Cathedral, sorry. There is apparently a legal difference. These spires are crazy. This is a Landaf War Memorial from 1914 to 1916, and it says this is the ruins of a century, what does that say, bell tower, deck tower? It's a little bit difficult to read. It's starting to wear away. But anyway, take a look at these ruins right from the church. They look just super cool. I'm gonna try to get a bit closer to the cathedral because it's so fantastic. So here is another side view.
They covered that ruin as well.
It's really just very beautiful. Here are some more ruins. Alex is going to go check out to see what this was, but it's clearly gated. This Landaf area is so beautiful and it just feels so historical and just amazing. Really highly recommend that if you can, if you're in Cardiff, you do a little visit here because this is great. It doesn't say what it is. We don't know what these ruins were, but definitely looks like a gated entrance into the city. Really cool. So it looks like, based on the sign on the wall, this is the Bishop's Palace. So it's currently closed, but yeah, it looks like a courtyard in there, and it looks like they're doing some restoration. So wow, that is really cool. So here's a map of showing the Landaf area, and you can kind of see the historical areas of significance. So there was the bell tower that we saw, and the cross that's in front of the church. And I believe that this is the ruins that we just looked at. The one that said the Bishop's Castle was the Lynch Gate, we think, and then the castle and herb garden beyond that. So it's obviously a really cool place of historical significance. You think? Check out these, what I thought were flats. Alex said are maybe offices. These are wild. They're like made out of shipping containers. How incredibly interesting is that? This is just a quick reminder that there are a ton of amazing cafes all throughout Cardiff. This one was at Cardiff Bay, and Alex and I just had some tea and some coffee and just sat here and chilled in front of Royal Place for a while and watched people on unicycles and kids play and just had a really nice time. So don't forget and don't sleep on the cafes and cute little places to sit outdoors in Cardiff, especially when you're close to the bay because you can hear the sea and surf. So this is called the Animal Wall, and it's really fun. It kind of goes even further from where I started, but unfortunately it was getting pretty crowded and I couldn't go back. But we're going to do a quick scan of these because I would definitely say check these out because they're really cool. The seal. Here is the monkey. These are amazing. So this surrounds the castle on one side. Look at that guy. I love him. Don't say that. Watch out, Alex. Hyena. Vulture. Beaver?
Huh?
Beaver? I don't know what that is. Looks kind of like a capybara, but not quite. Panther? Could be another large cat, I suppose, but I'm Team Panther. Aww, is that a raccoon? Kind of looks like it could be. No, Gigi. Gosh, Gigi just trying to run out traffic. Oh, Lord. Anteater? And stork. Strong note to end on. So was the animal wall, and that was really cool. Each of those little animal statues kind of have a little bit of their own personality. Awesome. Alright guys, well that is it for my tour of Cardiff. We had a great weekend. Hope everybody's doing great, and remember to let me know in the comments down below what UK city or location you'd like me to explore next, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!